In this video, we're going to show you how to install the bumper cover on your Volvo XC60 located on the front of your vehicle. Now inside the wheel well, we want to go ahead and remove the T25 Torx bit screws running down the fender liner attaching to the bumper. Now the last Torx bit screw would normally be inboard right here. Our fender liner is torn and, well, our screw is gone. So you want to go ahead and loosen and remove this one here. After you've done this here, go ahead and repeat for the other side. On the top of the bumper cover, we're going to have two T25 Torx bit screws. There's one here on the driver's side, and then one on the passenger side. Remove them both. Now across the top of the bumper cover here, we're gonna have 9 plastic push pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These here, normally you wanna go ahead and push in on the center. Then use your trim tool and get underneath. And lift up and set that aside. And repeat this process all the way across. I'm just going to run across all these here and just push these centers in. And then we'll come on back and start to pop these out. Now we want to go ahead and separate our bumper cover from our fender. You're going to reach over here, get your fingers in behind, and there's going to notice this little black tab right in here. You want to get your finger behind the lip of the bumper cover and simply pull it out and around that. Once you get this corner out, go ahead and pull the bumper towards you. You're going to go ahead and release the clip around here. Just like that. Let's go ahead and repeat this process for the passenger side. Now inside the passenger side fender liner right here, you're going to peel it back. Right here you're going to have the bulkhead connector, and this comes down and it powers other things in the bumper. So you want to go ahead and disconnect this here, otherwise when we separate the bumper, you're going to have this hanging, and you want to just go ahead and swing that bumper out of the way and get rid of it. Right here on the back side is going to be a tab you want to push in on to release these two pieces. I find it a little bit easier to use a pocket screwdriver. You can push in, but put that screwdriver in there to go ahead and hold that tab down. Sometimes you can get it in the back here too. There it is. When you push it in, you want to go ahead and pull that connector out, like so. Now sometimes it doesn't come out that easy. If you're having a hard time with it, you can go ahead and spray it down with some spray solvent around the perimeter and flush out a bunch of the debris that's probably in there. We were lucky enough that this one came apart pretty easy for us. Now that we've disconnected the harness on the passenger side, we're going to come on over to the driver's side underneath, and we're going to pull up the washer hose right here, and it splits into a Y. Now what we're going to do, we're going to make this super easy. We're going to use our plastic pliers here to go ahead and pinch this line. That's going to keep any washer fluid from leaking out. Instead of trying to work this off of the plastic piece here, and chances of breaking that go up drastically, what we're going to do is we're simply going to cut this. There is a little bit of excess on there, and then what we'll do is we'll simply run a blade down this rubber and we'll peel this off. that were there upon reassembly. All we have to do is slide the hose back on and we're all set. Go ahead and grab the bumper, gently pull it out towards you, tilt out the bottom, and swing it away, set it aside. Good, bring your bumper cover up and over, tilt it, and we're going to bring the upper portion up onto the radiator support here. As you push this back into place, we can go ahead and wrap it around the fender and go ahead and press in on the side. Good, line this up. Let's go ahead and install the driver's side. Good, pull this up into place, make sure it fits underneath the headlamp assembly. You want to make sure that the fender lip itself here tucks in around the edge. And then press that in. Now we're going to go ahead and install our plastic buttons here and then our 2 screws. Now if you recall, when we remove these here, you have to press in on the center of the button. To reinstall, you have to flip this over. Push on the bottom, you need the center button to come up through the top. Like so. Insert it into the hole. And then press it flush. Like so. We're going to do that for the rest of those there, and then install our screws. Now we only have 2 of these screws. Simply get that started. We're going to come back and tighten that down later. Let's get the rest of our plastic buttons popped in here. I'm going to run right across the front. Our center button just popped out on that, but not a big deal. Just get that back in there. Get our screw installed over here. And let's go ahead and snug those down. Okay, just snug that down gently and do the same over here. Let's go back on the inside of the passenger side fender and want to reconnect the connector here. So we're going to line that up on the inside. I'm going to push that together. You do want to give that little connector a little tug, make sure that it's locked in. All right, ours is locked in. Let's go ahead and secure our fender liner. We want to go ahead and get our screws installed on our fender liner. We just want to gently snug those down. You do want to make sure that they're fully seated. And just continue this down all the way down to the bottom. Now our fender liner is damaged from an accident that this vehicle was in before, but you get the point. Next, you would come on inboard here and install the one here, but our fender line has been ground away and broken, so we can't install our lower one, but I'm sure you can. Go ahead and take care of that. Once you're done here, go ahead and repeat for the driver's side. Underneath the driver's side here, I want to go ahead and connect our washer hose here. Remember, we had trimmed this back just a tiny bit. Now, if you cut this like we did, you're going to have a fresh piece of hose, and it's not going to want to slide on as easy because the hose isn't stretched out anymore. So a little tip, you can take some spray solvent, put a little bit there, shake it off, and then that hose in general will normally slide on a lot easier. Now you want to push it on, don't wiggle it because you can snap this Y, and then you're just going to have another part to repair. Slide that on, and then you can release, if you have something like this on there, go ahead and release that, pinch that back and tuck it into place. At that point there, you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.